Welcome back, everybody, to more Star Wars Jedi Survivor. I'm your host, Savage Hound Dusk. And today, I just want to start my stream off by saying, Doc, you're a bitch.
Let's go. I'm in a fighting mood.
So, last time we talked about the CIS.
Another shard.
I'll beat your ass, Doc. I'll beat your ass. Come on, I'll beat your ass.
I got free hands today.
We were talking a lot about the CIS and the Clone Wars because we have officially run into the droids. We have run into some battle droids. And, yeah, the battle droids are kind of something to worry about. They're pretty uppity and dangerous and powerful, and you gotta, well, I wouldn't say powerful is quite the right term for them, but they are dangerous because they are armed and their weapons are still lethal. I'm just gonna break somebody's rocks there. So, I don't really talk about actual politics much on this channel, largely because when I do, it tends to not go well.
Then don't start.
But I'm not going to this time either. What I'm going to start talking about instead is actually the kind of what led to the CIS defecting from the Republic and starting the Clone Wars, because it was kind of a political situation, but it was also a manipulation of Darth Sidious and the Sith. Because ever since Darth Bane, if you read Darth Bane, Path of Destruction, one of the things Darth Bane does in order to kind of weaken the Jedi Order is he knows that with the rule of two, the Jedi can't be beaten in a traditional straight-up war, but he also knows that Sith will never beat Jedi in straight-up open warfare either, because the Sith are so treacherous that they will undermine their own efforts. Every Sith empire that has been built has inevitably crumbled due to that being an issue. So instead, what Darth Bane did was he laid the foundations for, over generations of time, his Sith descendants to slowly cripple the Republic and weaken it by eating away at their fringe defenses, building influences with political factions and dissidents, building influence with various politicians, gathering control over large reserves of credits and funds and stuff like that. And over time, over thousands of, over I think it's, 3,000 years from the time of the Old Republic? He slowly builds up foundations to where his people can, in fact, do this. And Sidious lays the final set of steps by having Dooku assassinate a Jedi by the name of Sifo-Dyas. Sifo-Dyas is killed on his way to visit clones, or cloners, not clones, on Kamino, the Kaminoans. And his cloning meeting never happened. Sifo-Dyas was killed right before that. Ultimately, he was effectively killed because Dooku took his place. And then, in Star Wars The Clone Wars, you actually get an idea of this because Dooku's name is Darth Tyrannus. Now, if you pay close attention to what Jango Fett says, Jango states that he had never heard of Jedi Master Sifo-Dyas. I was recruited by a man called Tyrannus on one of the moons of Bogdan, is explicitly how he puts it. So that's one of the proofs. And if you play the game Star Wars Bounty Hunter, you will actually play as him, and it's basically a third-person shoot 'em up. It's not a terrible game, but it's not what I would call a very good one either. And he basically gets into a fight with a bunch of with a rival bounty hunter called Montrose, and Django wins, and that's how Dooku decides. Well, all the shit he's done, all the killing he's done, he's so good and skilled. He's who I want for the clone template for the clone army that I want to build. And then he builds the clone army via Django's genetic template. And that's part of what led to it. The politics of the CIS were largely that they were a group of merchants, commerce guild group members, people who just hated the Republic as Sidious manipulated Republic senators and whatnot to be more selfish and greedy and corrupt, and slowly kind of rotted the Republic's morality and decency from within until he had enough influence and control. And the weird thing, the clever thing about Sidious, what Sidious was doing was he was actually playing both sides the whole time. He actually had influencers on the CIS team, and he had influencers in the Republic, and he kept playing them against each other so that no matter who won, Sidious always won. You know, how do you win a 50-50 coin toss? You bet on both sides, secretly. So that no matter what happens, you still, there's still a payoff for you. And that led the CIS to secretly construct legions of battle droids before the Clone Wars were to start, so that they would have an army of billions, perhaps even trillions of droids ready to fight and to kill well before the Republic had even realized they needed to build a standing army of their own, because the Republic did not realize they needed an army. They hadn't needed an army for thousands of years. They had the Jedi Order maintaining disputes so well and solving them so well, they didn't need it. So they simply didn't have it. They had provincial standing security forces, obviously, and police forces, but they didn't have an actual military.
Up, BD. Try her right.
And because they didn't have an actual military, they had a tendency to be vulnerable in many ways. The most vulnerable they were at was from a military standpoint, because the commerce guilds and whatnot, the merchant guilds, they had droid military forces, but they didn't have a massive abundance, and they were often always so divided that they didn't, they never really felt like they would need it. And the Jedi kept everybody so in line, it was never really something that anybody concerned themselves with. After thousands of years of peace, a standing military just didn't make sense. And so that's kind of how the CIS was primed to take everything over. Sidious found a way to unite them in their greed and got them all working together. However, he also set up the Republic with the clone army. Kashyyyk paint scheme. Nice. It's weapon materials. Okay, so there's BD1 paint schemes, and then there's also paint schemes for my actual weaponry. Nice. So what happened afterwards is he set the entire galaxy to go into war.
You do not get to fucking do that.
For two reasons. And he set the galaxy to go to war for two reasons, and those two primary reasons are, one, he needed the galaxy to be desperate, weary, and tired, to the point where they would accept him readily without too much conflict. Oh, Jesus.
I need something, buddy.
Wait. Now that was was a blitzkrieg.
Nice
Oh,
job,
those
BD.
creatures. These little things are called gorgers? Huh. Okay. That was a somewhat tough enemy, but a lot of that was also me being very sloppy with my blocking. New sea discovered. So one of the big things that kind of led everything to kick off is the merchant commerce guilds just got super greedy. He controlled them pretty universally through their greed and not really much else. Some of them were just kind of dissident and anti-republic. But damn near everything he did was an effort to control them through their greed. Shit. Oh, fuck! Damn. Okay. I need to be a little bit more thoughtful of those roller mines. Oh my god! As I say that, one of them pops up in front of me and I have to throw it. God damn. Activate another shortcut. Scan that, Lizzie. And thank you. BX
You're
droid
welcome.
rifle. Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, the commando droids were outfitted with upgraded rifles. They were, what were they? E7s, E9s. A kind of a marksman rifle almost is basically what they were armed with. Yeah. Oh, when I fell, they got alerted because they saw me as I fell down there.
I've got a potential target up ahead.
You got it.
Oh shit!
Could use a little help, BD.
Jesus. In terms of lightsaber fighting styles, I'm sure somebody's probably going to question it on some level.
It's locked
Doors
down.
locked on the other side. Yay. Some people might ask, what saber styles actually were there? There were actually quite a number. And in terms of single sabers, single-bladed lightsabers were easily the most common, and they were used pretty much exclusively throughout the films. The one issue with them is that they didn't quite have the flexibility of the lightsaber type that we see here, with Cal being able to actually use a lightsaber that had multiple flexible styles, and that's because most Jedi and Sith did not push themselves to learn that many skills at once. And that's because largely the level of versatility that his many fighting styles that he uses was really just not necessary for most members of the Order. Improves survival skills, further increases his max health. Yes, Pebbles, I see you. I know. You're being a baby. My cat is demanding so much attention. Dual wielding techniques. What do I have for dual wielding techniques? Focus parry. Perform a spinning strike on releasing Y. Okay. Split reflection. Press LB right before a blaster bolt hits to split the incoming bolt and reflect at an additional target. That is not something that can actually be done. That is pure gamification right there. I am just going to throw that out there for anybody who wonders. Pure gamification. Do not actually think that you can split an energy beam like that. Because you can't.
Golden nectar.
Alright. Look around here. There are a number of individualized subsection areas in every main area, and each one of them has secrets.
Let's go, BD1.
Wow. That's interesting. So this game really, really heavily emphasizes exploration.
Oh.
I see.
What's that?
Actually, nothing wrong with that.
Okay, I have to go, but I will see you later.
All right, take care then.
Alright.
Bye.
Bye.
I'm on it.
Fuck. Oh my god! I did not mean to use two of those. Damn! Fuck! Really hope this snow cleans up. Okay, we're going back up there because I am not letting that be how I handle that fight. Ow!
Going in. I survived worse.
Focus on the enemy. Throwing a grenade.
That grenade did not actually hit me. It flew way past me.
Struck. Receive attack.
Another.
In my sights. Neptune.
These droids are being shockingly well maintained. Double-bladed lightsaber style is also shockingly more useful than I initially believed.
Well fought, but you are outmatched.
This is my tower. What do you want?
To offer you something.
Target spotted. Uh-oh.
Looks like another shard.
You are in violation. The force slapped through. Taking damage.
The idea behind dual-wielding lightsabers, I know Shadiversity mocks it sometimes. I know a lot of people kind of mock it sometimes. Many people feel like dual-wielding with a full-length lightsaber and a short lightsaber, which is effectively what Cal does. As you can see, his secondary lightsaber in his offhand is actually much shorter than the other one by several inches. There's a logical reason behind that, actually. He does that because trying to dual-wield two full-length swords actually really difficult. Even masters of the art very rarely ever dual-wielded full-length blades. In fact, if you go back to my KOTOR series, specifically KOTOR 2, you will notice that when I have the opportunity, I make a lot of my characters dual-wield a full-length saber in one hand and a short lightsaber in the offhand. This is a fighting style that Luke Skywalker ultimately adopts. Go ahead and scan that for me, Lizzie. Thank you. The Warlord Standard.
Need to center myself.
Luke Skywalker adopts it for a reason. And it is because it adds a lot of capability and flexibility to his fighting style. Let's take a look at what this void training is.
Who's over there? A lightsaber. An on. This'll be fun.
He didn't... I was going to say the first guy I attacked didn't block.
Trying to pay the price, Jedi. An intruder? Step forward for identification.
How's that for identification?
An enemy. Here?
I don't know if you'd get anything for this. Damn.
Hope you're ready. How?
This is actually something that I find. Oh.
I did it.
Pretty good in a game, though, is a tutorial like this that teaches you how to
You made a mistake.
parry the electro staff until the block meter is completed.
You can't break through.
That was close. I almost took that to the face.
Escape me.
Really? I fucked up that bad? Jesus. That was too early.
Prevail.
Apparently that was too late.
You cannot win.
This is a great enemy to learn how to parry on, actually, as well. I hit the dodge button. What the fuck happened?
Meet your death. I will defeat you.
That was too late.
You won't escape me.
Who said I was trying to run away?
Tower of Generation.
Perform 3 perfect evasions. Oops. Okay. Throw your lightsaber.
What are you doing here? I'll break through. How did someone think it?
That's all the training. Okay. So that's actually something that I feel like more games, particularly games that want to use this Dark Souls formula, really need, is a safe place for you to train and practice. Not a place where you will just die over and over again if you fail, but a place where you will take injury and you will be able to read what actually happened in the moment. Because I wasn't so focused on dying, I was able to focus almost exclusively on learning the timings there, which helped me better understand what I was doing with no risk. That's actually something I really, really wish more games did. Because
Code Vein 2 does it.
Good, because that's a positive for Code Vein 2, because I have not heard a lot of positive things about Code Vein 2 yet. Code Vein 2 has not been getting a very good reputation, I hate to say. Oh, damn game.
Yes, mute.
Oh, wow, that worked. Ah! Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I live for this. Here we go.
Hit absolutely the wrong button to block that. I do like how most enemies will actually parry and deflect your shit, too.
I won't
so high. Ow. I think that took a stray shot. The double-bladed lightsaber style is actually
really need
perfect
to
for deflecting blaster bolts.
That's free.
Dual wielding, for anybody wondering like what the shorter lightsaber is for, number one, it's to have a weapon in each hand. That's its primary purpose. Two, and this is actually a realistic fighting style. I know a lot of people like to try and dog on it. Most of the people who dog on it are idiots that don't actually understand how it was practiced. Weapon in each hand, the shorter blade is actually predominantly for defense. You are meant to predominantly be attacking with the longer, heavier blade while you defend with the smaller, shorter blade. Because a smaller lightsaber is lighter and faster than a full-length one. That means that it's ideal for parry deflection and blocks, when your heavier weapon is ideal for breaking your enemy's guard and throwing heavier attacks at your opponent. Skill point acquired. Nice. What were you going to say, Doc?
I didn't say anything.
Oh. Now...
Unless I did and I forgot.
You might have, I don't know. Now, the other thing to consider, despite what a lot of people try to say, a lot of people will argue, well, why don't you just use a shield? Well, there are very few shields in the Star Wars universe that you could use that can properly block and deflect a lightsaber. Particularly because most of those shields kind of need to be made out of energy. And if they're not made out of energy, they need to be made out of a very specific material called cortosis. Cortosis is a mineral that is extremely, and I cannot emphasize this enough, extremely difficult to work with. Achievement unlocked. Can you pet the bogling?
What's up?
I just got an achievement for petting a bogling. That's adorable. And the reason why they are extremely difficult to work, that mineral is extremely difficult to work with, is because the thing about that mineral, it does not blend well into other materials. It is an extremely rigid mineral. It's extremely difficult to mine because it's completely energy resistant, and most methods of mining it basically involve trying to brute force break it apart that are difficult, somewhat unreliable, and often expensive. Darth Bane actually mined cortosis before he became a Sith, and it's in his book, Path of Destruction, that you figure out just how difficult it is to actually mine that material. Yeah, trying to mine cortosis is a colossal bitch. It requires relatively expensive tools and materials. Those relatively expensive tools break fast, they break quickly, they break often, and the other big issue with them is they don't handle, that was a really sloppy fight. They don't handle, being blended into other materials very well. What the hell is that?
Looks like a data disk.
A data disk? That was some kind of data droid?
Let's check it out.
Scavenger droid. Anxious, greedy droids are a familiar sign wherever there is probably things like bandits and such. That scavenger droid. Doesn't that scavenger droid... That thing looks familiar to me. Actually... Okay, no, it's not like the other one that I thought. I thought that it looked reminiscent of what was it called? I thought it looked reminiscent of the God damn it, my brain is failing me right now. Of the techno service droid that Cad Bane uses, but no, it's not quite one of those. Hi! Hello! 2 skill points acquired. Nice. I think I'm going to use that to enhance my my maximum health again. What's up, Doc?
No, I'm fighting this boss that has a new gimmick.
Another new gimmick, huh?
Yeah, he fought like normally this fucker fires like rockets at you, but this time he fired a homing laser.
Oh, that's aggravating.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that, so it caught me off guard. So he was able to hit me. I was like,
huh.
Other than that, most of the attacks wasn't able to do.
So, a lot of people also like to point out in Star Wars Acolyte, scan that for me, Lizzie, thank you, that the Sith in Acolyte used cortosis on his armor. You are all completely correct, he did, and then he just randomly had a massive vein of cortosis that he was able to mine somehow. Here's the problem that I have with that entire scene, and believe me, I'm not going to go on a giant Acolyte tirade. I am just going to point out how Acolyte got this incredibly wrong. He showed no sign whatsoever of being able to mine that mineral because he did not have the tools he needed to be able to mine it.
Toss me a stim, bud.
For anybody wondering what I mean by that, in the book Darth Bane Path of Destruction, Darth Bane's Bane's mining guild, they basically had to pour thousands of credits a month, hundreds of thousands of credits a month, I'm pretty sure actually, into what were effectively super-powered sci-fi jackhammers just to be able to break that stuff apart. And I'm bringing that up for just one reason. Again, it's not to dig on Acolyte, it's to show where it got it wrong. He did not have anything like that to be able to mine that mineral. And the worst part is that not only do you need that in order to find that mineral, or in order to mine it, you also need... Because lightsabers... you might have noticed in that sequence earlier when the Sith was fighting the Jedi Masters that he was just kind of knocking their lightsabers into shutting off with his armor. You can actually do that if the cortosis in your armor is laced thick enough for it to be able to have that effect. Cortosis does actually have that effect on lightsabers. The thing is that most people do not make their armor out of cortosis in layers or in purity levels that high. And there's a reason for that. It's because while the material is extremely difficult to mine and extremely resistant to those jackhammers, do you want to know the problem with it? When you forge that mineral into an armor, the mineral is extremely brittle. And we see this in Acolyte. I don't know how the developers managed to pay enough fucking attention to do this when they were fucking up so much else. But his mask actually cracks and breaks and kind of takes damage very quickly and very easily, to the point where he very quickly has to take off his Cortosis helmet. Now, where the TV show kind of got it wrong is the TV show implies that Cortosis resists the power of the Force. No, it doesn't. It doesn't actually do that either. What it actually does is the Cortosis mineral doesn't resist the Force at all. So, being in close enough proximity to him like they were, if Jedi could actually read minds to the degree that that Sith was worried about, and they can't, not, at least not safely anyway. And by safely, I mean it's not safe for them, and it's especially not safe for the person in question that they are doing that to. The Jedi would still be able to read his mind, even though he was wearing a Cortosis mask. There is no known material that can resist the power of the Force. There are only materials that can resist a lightsaber. That is absolutely something they can do. There are materials that resist lightsabers. And Cortosis... effectively, what Cortosis was mined for originally in the era of the Old Republic, Cortosis is typically mined in order for troopers to be able to go into battle and have something resembling a fighting chance against blasters and lightsabers shooting or cutting into their armor. The reason why I say... What, Doc?
I didn't say anything.
Oh. I thought I heard something again. What the hell?
Fuck.
I don't know. The issue being is that Cortosis is usually laced in a very thin and low purity level into their armor, because things like plasteel and I think it's not permacrate. Permacrate is used for detonating high explosives. Plasteel and such is a material that actually holds much better together as proper armor and equipment for military fatigues and resilient outfits. The issue with Cortosis is that the higher the purity level, the more brittle it gets and the easier it gets to break and fall apart. So the other problem with Cortosis is that Cortosis is actually such a rare material. Even when you find large veins of it, mind you, that Cortosis does not easily lend itself to being mined en masse. And the other thing is that there are instances where, despite this fairly rare mineral being found in massive scales, 90% of the time you still won't see Jedi or Sith rely on it as armor. There's a reason for that. Or as a shield. Again, it boils back to the material being very brittle. It blocks and deflects, but only a few times before it starts to crack and fall apart. And that makes it an extremely unreliable substance to deal with. Did somebody take a droidica and... Yeah, somebody literally took a droidica and basically turned it into a turret in there. And I can't destroy that turret. Okay. Now,
Come on, you blasted beast. Move! You come from Dredger Gorge? Still walking, huh? Folks don't last long around here. Especially ones poking around raider turf.
Wasn't exactly the welcome party.
Oh well, it was a bit too late to see this guy, I
Sounds
suppose.
like you could use a drink.
there's a
I'll
rev
whip
in
you
here.
up something nice down in Paloons.
Yes.
Thanks for the tip.
I just realized there was one traitor I forgot about. Pydia. He was killed by some puppets.
Oh no. Bitch.
Oh, that guy. Don't worry about him.
Like, I did not know about him, but at least I got a bell bearing.
I was gonna say, you can get his bell bearing, and he will get killed by those puppets pretty much every single playthrough when you deal with him.
Well, I never discovered until, like, past everything.
Now, when it comes to cortosis, it's usually laced very lightly into plasteel so that soldiers can resist being shot by blasters more often than not. The thing is that in fact the Imperial Stormtroopers were supposed to have a level of that actually ingrained into their armor. It never really gets discussed in the original trilogy, likely because if those lore accurate stormtroopers did exist,
you come into my outpost,
well,
I'll hunt you down and kill you myself.
The heroes wouldn't have been able to survive because they'd be shooting.
Well, it was only because the Empire needed them to leave in order to track out where their base was.
No, what I mean by that is in instances where the heroes actually fought stormtroopers, they wouldn't have been able to beat the stormtroopers.
Yes, yes.
So that's one of the main reasons why it's not really talked about that much, or why it doesn't really have an actual...
Or it's at a point of a comedic myth, even though it isn't.
Yeah, so that's kind of where vortex dive, hold LB and press X to dive forward while spinning a lightsaber. That's actually kind of a cool idea. Endless hurricane. Continue pressing X to add additional attacks to the end of a double-bladed attack chain. Up my maximum force power.
Yes, we are getting options. Because
I've unlocked the ability to fast travel, it looks like, between points. I could use the workbench if I wanted to. Not really sure I care.
Of course. Open.
So, the Jedi Order, I believe, were the ones to originally develop dual wielding. There were two other factions, though, that kind of helped the Republic not need standing armies, by the way. I'm sure a lot of people are going to look at it and go,
Sector security, I think it was.
No. I already discussed the military police force that most areas used. What I was referring to beyond them and the Jedi Order was the Jiao Shay Order and the Zyson Shaw Order.
Oh yeah, one of them was Plo Koon's species, wasn't they?
What?
The species Plo Koon came from had some, I guess, shamans in it who knew how to use the Force differently than the Jedi.
That's not what the Jiao Shay are, no. The Jiao Shay and Zyson Shaw are actually, I think, The Jiao are actually what Disney should have used if they wanted to be able to use a faction that did not actually believe that the Force was an omnipresent spiritual thing, because the Jiao don't believe that. The Jiao actually believe that the Force is an extension of what they are, and an extension of life and science itself.
Some measure balance.
Yeah, the Jiao actually have a very not spiritual mentality when it comes to the living Force, and they are separate from the Jedi. They are even more peacekeeper oriented than the Jedi. They're a lot more restrictive than the Jedi about who they let into their order and who they don't. If you ever in fact choose violence over choosing a peaceful resolution, they will ultimately reject you from their order. But they do believe in self-defense. They do believe in practicing that self-defense, because they created, and you will see this. You will see those again if you go watch my KOTOR 2 Let's Play. You will actually see that I wear a lot of Zyson Shaw and Jiao armor, and even some of their belts and gloves. The reason for that is that the Jiao, not being very martially oriented, recognized that they were a little weak in terms of raw combat prowess and potential, and took it upon themselves to develop armor, weapons, and accessories to augment their abilities so that they would be able to actually better resist opponents in fights. Now, what you might wonder is, well, what exactly does that mean? Well, they were one of only 2 factions to develop proper battle armor, because the Jedi Order did not believe in battle armor, mostly because most forms of battle armor restricted force powers in the Old Republic era. But the Jiao and the Zyson Shaw figured out how to create battle armor that you could wear without restricting your force powers. And it was not quite as protective as a lot of other armor suits, mind you. Like, Mandalorian armor was way more protective, and not just because it was made out of Beskar.
Breath. Gotta be a way out. Somewhere.
You've been here a while.
Dead researcher, okay. But their armor was protective enough that it did offer some protection from blasters, blades, bullets, and lightsabers. And they had a level of armor protection because they needed it. And they didn't believe in wearing the robes of the Jedi Order. The Jiao and the Jedi mostly got along. I'll say mostly got along. But the Jiao did not like their emphasis on martial prowess, understanding, and martial offense.
Oh, yes. New prayers.
Scrapyard legs. Now, I
need a stem.
The Jiao Shay were not a bad order. The Jiao Shay were not what I would necessarily call a good order, but the Jedi were masters of, like, peaceful negotiation and things like that. They were very famous for their ability to mediate things. The Jiao Shay are actually famous for being even better at that than the Jedi are. They're like masters of third-party mediation. And, again, they're the faction that I feel like Disney should have used if they wanted to create a Force-sensitive faction that didn't hold the same views as the Jedi, because they don't. But they're an in-war...
But they didn't because they were considered more canon than canon.
I think they did it because Disney thought that it could do better. And yes, predominantly they were a Legends existence, but... The reality is that Disney not only failed to do better, Disney failed to produce something relatively compelling at all.
Just what kind of creature lives down here?
They keep trying to call into question the validity and the decency of the Jedi. The validity of the Jedi doesn't need to be called into question the way that they keep calling it into question. It needs to be questioned appropriately. And the problem with Disney is that when they took over the license, they couldn't. And a lot of people, like, I know a lot of people have issues with The Legend of Korra. I'm one of them, and they have issues with The Legend of Korra for a reason. The Legend of Korra was not as well written as Avatar The Last Airbender, and it didn't...
made some mistakes.
It made quite a few mistakes. And it's okay to make mistakes. It's not okay to be in denial of the fact that you made mistakes. And the show very much seems to want to behave like it doesn't have to actually admit its mistakes. Damn it. I want that droid's disc. Now, the Zyson Shaw is another order that existed outside of the Jedi. They were originally the wives and children of another Jedi, or of Jedi who had secretly had families outside the order, and or outside the tenets of the order. The Jedi were then called to war, and after being called to war, all of the Jedi who knew about the location of these families that were hidden on a Outer Rim planet died in the war. They believed they had been abandoned by their families, and so the resultant families became a Force-sensitive enclave known as the Zyson Shaw. The Zyson Shaw are spiritual in their beliefs in the Force and their mentality behind it, but they're not nearly as restrictive as the Jedi. They have a very negative opinion of Jedi, as a matter of fact, because they felt abandoned, but they maintain a respectful relationship with the Jedi. The signature of the Zyson Shaw, beyond their beliefs of self-sufficiency, is the Zyson Shaw wield a discus blade, and this discus blade is effectively a chakram. Every Zyson Shaw has to build their own. Now, they still believe in helping people in need, but they also believe in encouraging self-sufficiency, and they also believe in encouraging expansion of the self and growth of the self, and understanding of oneself rather than restriction of oneself. This is one reason why a lot of them just dislike the Jedi. Buddy. But they do slowly get over their disdain of the Jedi Order. It just takes a while. That disdain, however, does not fall away easily. Gotcha, bitch.
This is a nice one.
Oh, it had a priorite shard on it. Exchange for a reward at the right vendor. Okay, so we're collecting priorite for a vendor. I was like, are we just collecting this shit because he suddenly wants to hoard priorite mineral? No. There. As for double-bladed lightsaber stances, I suppose I should continue lightsaber theory. Lightsaber stances of the double-bladed variety did exist back in the times of the Old Republic. Dark Jedi and Sith used them more than any other faction. Oh, great,
And
it's a
some Jedi.
Rancor. What?
And some Jedi as well.
That's what I said, but some Jedi did use them.
Not Dark Jedi, but you said Dark Jedi, not some Jedi.
No,
Astilla Shan and Satil Shan are two examples.
No, Dark Jedi did use them a lot as well back when when a Dark Jedi Order was the thing. That's what I was getting to.
Yes,
Back in the origins of the Jedi Order, Dark Jedi used them more often than regular Jedi. Some Jedi do use them. It's rare for a Jedi to use a double-bladed lightsaber. Game? Why the fuck did you ignore my dodge? Game, you straight up ignored my dodge against that Rancor. That was bullshit. Don't do that. I dodged that! Again, I hit the dodge button and you ignored it! And he insta-killed me. Nice! That's nice. Oh.
The lures of Dark Soul players get better. Of course, that's just a dumbass thing to say.
Yeah, a lot of Souls-like players' responses get good. Safest place to be is right under his fucking feet. Until he does that. That was cheating. You didn't even hit me. He swung and he fucking hit open air and it still hit me. I saw that.
Oh. Bitch wants to play hardball.
Game, I dodged that maneuver. Stop it.
Okay.
I dodged that again. That did not fucking hit me. I'm guessing you have to jump over that in order to dodge it. I don't mind ordering lunch. What do you got in mind?
Shit on me.
You want pizza? Alright, well I just got crushed, so I guess I'm... Jesus Christ, the controller vibration shit. I'm guessing we're ordering from the House of Pizza. I said, I'm guessing we're ordering from the House of Pizza. Okay.
Oh, I just had to charm me.
Alright, bring me the menu when you're ready, please. I just transferred some cash to use. was a little late. You cannot block his feet, but it doesn't mark that as a red attack. Game, could you stop breaking your own fucking rules for a minute? I would love it if you could do that. I love how I healed myself from that fucking aura, and then the instant that I do, he double swipe claws me and the game ignores both of my dodge and parry inputs. No. Wow. Oh, I can pause this. Oh, this isn't the worst game in the world. Yay.
It'd be snowing again.
Oh, damn it. I was hoping it wouldn't be snowing. Regular toppings.
Hey, Red, wear glasses.
What?
You wear glasses?
No, I don't.
Good. Can I borrow your eyes because I can't see?
Nah.
Because I was looking at my W-2, I was looking at my W form today, and like I couldn't see shit, and I'm like, where the fuck is everything? My mom goes, stuff's right, like your text right here. I was like, are you sure that's my text? She goes, yes. Are you sure? Because I can't see shit on this paper. I mean, I was like, either my eyes are getting better or these letters are getting smaller.
I'd say letters were getting smaller.
Beef Techia. Wow.
Yep. What? Oh, that's some bullshit. I take damage in the acid, but you don't? Oh, that's some bullshit.
Here you go, babe.
That's some bullshit.
Damn it. Come back here, cell phone. Oh, yeah, he fucking hit
Another
that
stim.
transition. Right, okay. He slammed his fist behind me, and that deals massive damage somehow. Okay, game, I get that it's a Rancor, but just no. It doesn't help that this thing can two-piece the shit out of you.
Help me. Hey, BD1.
Again, you hit the dodge button when a red attack comes. It doesn't work. So, here's the problem. What the game wants you to do with that particular red attack, we've established this, it wants you to jump. What are you trained by this game to do before you run into this optional boss? You are not trained to jump. You are trained to dodge. Right there. I dodged. Did it work? No. No, it didn't.
In the immortal words of Piccolo.
Now, Sekiro did a better job than this game at teaching you when to dodge and when to jump. You want to know how? It actively teaches you that jumping works over specific sweeping attacks. And it has a specific Japanese symbol that it shows above your head when you need to jump, dodge, but it doesn't sit there and just do one thing that has multiple connotations.
Right here, BD.
See, I took massive damage from that attack. I dodged. I dodged twice. Red's supposed to mean dodge. Red does not mean dodge, though. Not in this particular case. And that's my fault somehow. Stop rolling out. Again, that stomp should not damage me if it doesn't actually hit me. And you missed. Stop giving enemies like that ridiculously powerful AoE moves. Again, it's a Rancor. I understand this. That's not an excuse for bullshit. You missed! Why did I take full damage? That missed! His fucking hand reached out and grabbed the air behind me! This is something that I have to admit, I absolutely despise in a lot of Souls-likes, but it's a problem that I have with RPGs in general. I was in the air that time! Why did I take damage? What the fuck just happened? You hit the fucking ground, not the air! Why did I take damage? Wow, okay.
Wow.
Again, bullshit. He is ridiculously fast.
Help me, BD.
Let me make this clear. He missed that second shot completely, and the force would have gone directly in front of him. I dodged behind his foot. I still died. And this is a Rancor, by the way. Rancors are not supposed to be this fast.
New game coming to the Switch too soon. It's heavily inspired by 80s anime. I like the art style.
Over here.
Game, I hit the parry button. For the love of God, acknowledge my blocks, please. I don't know what it is with this Rancor, but this Rancor is... No, I think I do know what it is, actually. This Rancor breaks every fucking rule the game establishes for me. See, look, that was a red attack. I jumped. That didn't save me. You want to know why? Because you're supposed to dodge a red attack. This game doesn't understand, though, that you need to see red and see maybe, I don't know, green or something for attacks that you have to jump instead of dodge.
I would probably make it an entirely different color altogether for people who are red-green colorblind.
At least I could tell they made an effort. That's the problem.
Anywho, this game coming out, Orbitals, looks pretty cool.
Okay, when he starts stomping, I have to jump.
It's a Switch 2 exclusive, though, so cannot play something.
Not hit me video game, but nice try. That didn't hit me either. I parried the second shot. He immediately chained that stomp attack. He never chained that stomp attack before.
What game are you playing right now, dude?
Jedi Survivor, and I found a optional boss called a Rancor. And this is where we're starting to finally see flaws in the game's actual thought process for what development is.
Hit me.
Yeah, no, that... Why is he so fast? It's a Rancor game! Why is he this fast? This motherfucker is moving and slashing and attacking like he's got ninja agility. It's an ogre! They don't move like this!
Hello.
Like, that is effectively what this thing is an ogre.
Challenging the god is no small matter. I'm afraid I underestimated the god.
Yeah, you killed me again anyway because I parried and you didn't acknowledge it. For a lot of people, there's this age-old argument that I'm going to break into here about whether or not parrying is an ideal system, by the way, for showcasing skill. It's not. Oh, hey, look, jumping saved me that time when it didn't last time.
Nothing you want to get off your chest. Only little Mary. It was you, wasn't it?
Now, BD.
Who defeated him. Fear not. I bear no grudge against him. His eminence was found on an honorable duty, and such are the risks of seeking fortune. Besides, I don't like to cry. I blame the enchantment we are landing. Righteous tarnished. We will have our victory. I swear on the blood.
I need help. 3 years ago. Oh my god! Oh! Good start! Oh!
Come here, bitch!
Yeah.
Oh, no, you don't! Cut your fucking leg off! Ugh! Maybe I just needed to focus up. Also, holy shit, that guy got me a skill point and then some. Maybe I shouldn't have been fighting him this early. If that's the case, though, the game should not have made him accessible this early. That's a problem that I have with a lot of RPGs. Oh, you can just go here, and then you'll run into enemies that are 10 times your level and die. And then that's how a game tells you, by the way, bro, you probably shouldn't be here. You have acquired a perk. Different types of perks can be found throughout the game and change the way you play the game significantly. You start with 3 available perk slots, and more can be unlocked as you progress. Especially powerful perks may require multiple slots to use, however. Perks can be viewed at any time in the perks section of the abilities menu. Currently equipped perks can be managed at meditation points. Really? Is that why you put such a frustrating boss in there? That fucking Rancor broke like every rule I've ever seen a Rancor have in any Star Wars game. I have never seen a Rancor move that fucking fast. Even in... I don't even think they were that fast in The Force Unleashed.
I'm sorry.
God damn. Greater hold. Yeah, let's go ahead and upgrade that, actually. Okay, and then channeled energy is what I will need to learn next, and then swift focus. I'm just trying to give myself a really good spread of skills. Perks. Shatter. Block meter damage. Okay, that costs 2 points to use, and that's the very first perk that I found. Okay. More evidence that suggests I probably shouldn't have fought him as early as I did. So the fact that I was getting my ass killed in 2 hits may very well have actually been a lot of my fault. But, again, this is the first planet where you have free reign to move. You should not be allowed to access things that can kill you that quickly, that early. A lot of games have this as an issue. Old school RPGs especially, Souls-likes, though, are particularly guilty of this. However, I do note that if you actually focus up in that fight and you are careful about when you attack, that thing falls apart ridiculously easily. However, I have two problems with that boss fight. Number one, that thing was way too fast for your average Rancor. I've played many Star Wars games. Never in my life did I run into a Rancor that moved that fast. Even the Bull Rancor that I had to kill in Jedi in Star Wars: The Force Unleashed did not move that fast. But I do understand why they put a strong boss in there when block meter damage is the perk that it's guarding. That's a huge boost.
Seeds. Can't do anything with it without a guard.
Doink. Just gonna throw myself up here. Don't mind that brief pause. I was trying to check my map, but you can't check it while you're climbing. Ladies and gentlemen, when you're stupid!
Why'd you ask me here? I don't like you and you don't like me.
That's right. But you annoy me a lot less than the others in this go-nowhere town. And I think you feel the same.
What are you saying? Out with it already.
I'm saying this is a date, and we're on it. And if you don't like it, too bad.
What? Was that a random Force echo about two men who met up and one of them decided they had to date just because they hated each other less than most of the town? Okay, that's a random Force echo, but I can see how that might leave an impression if it led to a long-lasting and bountiful relationship. It seems like a really random fucking inclusion, though. Just saying.
I'm going to hit this boss.
They don't look friendly. It's locked.
Meaty, slice that.
You're the
console. Thank you. Except it didn't open that final door.
I'm not looking forward to this boss.
Okay, so other than the Rancor, this game has actually been a very enjoyable experience, particularly all the exploration.
Now, the vow will be honored, and my Lord Brother's soul will return, so that he may be my consort.
Doc, what the hell are you watching?
Who, me?
Yes.
I'm playing Code Vein.
Oh. I heard something random about a consort.
That would be me about to face Consort Radahn.
Hey Rev, I hope you like Misery.
I don't, but I'm going to have to deal with it.
Yeah. Promised Consort Radahn is the hardest boss in that DLC.
Fuck.
Ooh, tactical shirt.
Heal.
I like that. Yeah, I like that tactical shirt.
That's a pretty. That's a.
Still there. Arms lock, my mimic, and kicking him on. Closest to a 4-player co-op.
You fool!
You fool! You've activated my trap card.
He's activated some kind of trap. I'll fucking say that.
Second phase now.
That second phase now. It's just as bad now as the first
I know.
phase was.
I know. And I'm not looking forward to it. I've seen the amount of fucking clips of people facing off against them. And worse, I'm not a mage. I'm a fucking sword and board bastard.
That's not worse. That's actually probably going to be to your benefit. Because the
the
safest place to be is, from what I have seen, like with many Dark Souls-esque bosses and Elden Ring bosses, the safest place for you to be is right up in his face. So that you can swoop around to his flanks and maybe
Except when he does bullshit moves such as going up high in the air and then slamming down like a meteor.
Easy. We're not looking to cause any trouble. Where's the cantina?
Right over there. You can't miss it. So long.
Huh?
Well, you guys really don't.
I don't think so, you incestual bitch.
Oh my god, Rev.
He's an incestual asshole and got Moog framed for allegations.
Think you can pull a fast one on us?
I think I can put my foot in your ass.
It was all just a misunderstanding.
Hey. Let him go.
Yeah, saying to stay up close to him is kind of dumb when he will be moving around so much and attack close.
We cannot do.
And my mimic got grabbed.
Thing sold us a priceless relic. The key we have been searching for. Except, of course, it's fake!
He's at half fucking health.
I thought it was the real deal, Ravis. Honest.
Crap.
Is that Invader Zim's voice actor?
I believe you. But mistakes like these cannot be tolerated. Let this be a reminder of what happens when you cross the Bedlam Raiders. Kill him.
Oh no!
I told you to leave him the fuck alone.
No, it's been grabbed now.
Maybe you should do what I tell you instead of presuming you can run roughshod over people in my presence when you don't know who I am.
And he nearly wiped me out with his fucking blink attack.
Why his kind are supposed to be dead.
I'm sorry, what do you think you're going to teach me?
Come on, we nearly have him. He's at a quarter health on his back. Yes! No, wait, he's got his ale. No. Oh.
You're pathetic!
I should have kept running. I should have kept fucking running.
What game are you playing?
Elden Ring.
Ah.
Impressive.
Oh boy, that was close.
Maybe instead of boost physical investigation,
I almost fell. My death. Yay.
Does his second phase start dealing holy damage?
One of your kind in action after all these you stay your hand, I shall withdraw in peace.
That better be what happens, Ravis.
This is him, Doma. This is the one who
So-
stood up to the Bedlam Raiders.
All right.
You act so your jail, Code Vein 2. You actually have to level it up to level 11 to unlock your second weapon slot. I don't like. Yeah, I don't like.
I'm Cal.
Yeah, that's kind of dumb.
This is BD1.
Cal, this is
Yeah.
BD1.
Appreciate it if you kept this quiet.
Well, out here on the frontier, only way we survive is by sticking together.
That's right.
You didn't have to step in just now, but you did.
Yes, you did.
Terrible. I'll shut it.
No.
We'll keep your secret.
Off you go.
Cal. I'm sure we could both benefit from it.
Thanks.
Second try now.
Zeke, boss defeated. That was the lamest boss I've fought this entire game, by the way. I ripped that guy to pieces in seconds. Gets my ass beat brutally by a Rancor repeatedly. Picks a fight with a Bedlam Raider, beats the dude's ass like it's free, and barely even takes damage. Irony! Herp, derp, 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 derp. Oh, looks like it didn't snow for very long.
Nothing.
And I look forward to the second fight.
I'm looking for an old friend. 4 arms. Harry.
Fucking knew it.
Vertically challenged. Duke them out now, old boy. The coast
Shit,
is
shit,
clear.
shit, 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 shit.
Tell you, Monk, the Bedlam Raiders are gonna be the end of this town. We got no hope. Zero. Zilch.
Would you two fucking help me instead of talking?
Wait a minute.
Oh crap.
Cal, just get over here, you son of a bogling. Oh, it's been a while. I missed you, kid.
Hey.
Let me look at you. You look terrible.
Yeah, it's good to see you too, Greez.
You look terrible, Greez.
Are you taking care of him?
Hey, are you taking care of him?
Are
Of
you
course he
taking
is.
care of the Manus?
Well, we ran into some trouble on our last job.
What sort of trouble?
The Imperial kind.
Oh, yeah, I should have guessed. They've been creeping around Koboh too lately.
Gyro's burnt out on the Mantis. We'll need your help to get moving again.
Yeah, sure, whatever you need. Come on, grab some seed. Listen, Monk, get my friend something special to drink.
Refreshments. One slippery monk coming right up.
God damn it.
That's an interesting looking droid.
Welcome to Pyloon Saloon, the finest dive this side of Zeltros.
Yeah, your description didn't do it justice.
Here's sand in your eye.
Monk and I picked it up from the previous owner through a,
He caught a
Eat shit, you fucking corpse.
Bedlam Raiders.
And I only did a fucking sliver of his health.
Okay, Greez?
Oh, yeah, sure. As long as I don't have anything they need. Hey, what happened to the Manus?
We are on course.
No, I wasn't. I was gonna fucking dodge. Oh, and he enters his second phase, and I'm
Only 2 of us made it out.
stuck.
Everything I'm doing feels pointless. The Empire's only growing stronger.
Everybody else, their healths are not fucking down bad. Me, I lose my health so goddamn easy.
Hey, we had some good times, didn't we? Huh? Me, you, the Space Witch, Seer.
This was fucking modded. I'd be using fucking Black Blade.
Marin's always on the move, exploring new places, making new friends.
I was talking about Seer.
No. It's been a while. You?
Well, her credits helped us get this place off the ground, but she hasn't visited yet. She's very busy with this new project. Hey, Cal, why don't you relax a little before we fix the Manus? The galaxy can wait a couple hours.
Well, we should probably get moving as soon as we finish up.
I got a spare room down in the basement made up especially for you. You should check it out.
Thanks, Greez.
Grab some seat achievements. Chatted with the owner of the Koboh Cantina.
That can't be up to code. Even out here on the frontier. There's the kitchen. Basement must be through here.
Oh, look at all this stuff.
Wow. Greez really outdid himself. Koboh's pretty far from the nearest trade route. Looks like Greez makes do with salvage. Let's get to work.
That's my boys. Now to fucking run for it.
Kind of like the Kashyyyk paint.
Let's see how it handles.
Not enough to put it on my stuff, though.
And my neck tear is going to be filled. But, oh, Fiolia has been crabbed.
You're all set, BD.
No, Fiolia.
Greez always had a green thumb. You know he talks to his plants? That's Seer's Helix set. Wonder why it ended up here.
No, fuck off your goddamn rings of light.
What is
fucking
this?
bullshit.
My old scrapper. Why did Greez keep this? I know.
This will switch from a mimic tier to a different
It's
enemy.
not creepy. He kept your outfit because
Oh,
maybe he
if
figured
each
you'd
could
be
help.
sentimental
Crazy, you're
value.
crazy.
Black
Ah,
Knight
damn it!
t-shirt.
It's snowing again.
Black Ring.
I'm not crazy, you're crazy.
Oh, you're crazy.
Crazy, you're crazy.
Still talking in your
I'm
sleep,
totally
huh?
nuts.
Hey, a demo of
Seriously, that
Monster Hunter
second
Stories
phase has
3
to
is
be
out.
bullshit.
A demo of what, Doc?
Monster Hunter Stories 3.
Oh.
You know we gotta play the demo.
Of course. Why do you think I've kept your stuff around all these years?
Which I will be doing
Tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Stop by and maybe take a break.
Yeah, I
Don't
have
know
to
what
work
happens when I
tomorrow.
stay in one place too
Not
long.
looking forward to
You
it.
said there's a spare gyro around here somewhere?
Shit,
Are you
shit,
off?
shit. Too early.
What?
Are you off Monday?
Yeah, I'm off Monday. I never work
fine.
Mondays.
So
They
you
wanted
only
me
get
to
one
work
off.
on truck on this Monday,
You gonna
but
go find
I
some
ended up
trouble
turning
with
them
Saw
down.
Gerrera?
Maybe.
I'm off Tuesday.
Yeah. One of us has to keep fighting.
That's funny. That's the exact same thing you said the day we all split up.
Yeah, because I... Listen. I know you all had your reasons for leaving.
I swear to God, Tish, you better not fucking
Walking
die.
away isn't an option for me. I have to hold the line.
And where's that guy get, Cal? I wish things were different, but you keep losing people. And you yourself said that the Empire's growing stronger every day. Now maybe it's time for you to be something more than a lightsaber. Think about yourself. Settle down. Find a home.
What? Home, Greez. There is no home. Home was the Order. It was my teacher.
And there
Everyone
goes
I loved.
Tish.
What does their sacrifice mean if I go and I just give up and stick my head in the sand?
Run, 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 run.
I know you were dealt a bad hand, but you've gotta take it from me. Somebody who had to learn the hard way. You gotta know when to walk away from a rigged game. Otherwise, you are gonna end up losing something you could never.
Oh, my dodges are just fucking luck.
He's already lost a bunch of shit he can't replace. The fuck do you mean?
All right. I want to show you something. This is a smuggler's tunnel. It came with the cantina. Now you go ahead and look. I keep a lot of spare parts down there. I'm sure you'll be able to find whatever you need to get the Manus up and running.
Thanks.
Stop with your holy bullshit that gets through my fucking shield.
Kyle, can I tell you one thing? It's really good seeing you again.
Ugh, cool shit all the time.
Greez.
And of course, double hit because bullshit again.
Hey, watch your step down there. Be careful.
Doing nothing but wasting fucking resources trying to beat this bastard. All because FromSoft wanted to make an unfair bloody boss.
Your first mistake was assuming FromSoft would make a fair boss.
Our first mistake was assuming FromSoft can make competent bosses. They can't. We like making cryptic-ass, dumb-ass fucking stories. All because they can't design their own fucking stories because they're that lazy.
Old smuggling tunnels, huh?
They can design worlds, but they can't design fucking stories.
Alright, the way they design these stories and their worlds is clearly not something...
It's all cryptic.
Stop it! It's clearly not something that neither of you are a big fan of. It's cryptic for a reason. It's cryptic because you're supposed to interpret your own interpretation of what happened, why it happened, and how. It fills in enough gaps for you to be able to do that yourself. You want to call that dumb, then what it actually is it's not your style.
Using my own subjective personality in order to discern what happened instead of getting an factual case of what happened isn't going to help, especially since there's so many people who interpret things differently.
The point is for you to interpret them differently than everybody else, so that your individualized perspective builds the story's gaps in a way that you are happy with. He did that on purpose, not so that there would be one set way that things have to go, but so that there would be many ways that it could go, and that people could talk about that, engage with that, discuss, debate, and differentiate that. The goal was never to make multiple people right or wrong, but to make it in
what's the
such
case
a
of the
way-
multiple endings?
The case of
Because
the
clearly that
multiple
means they can't
endings
make a
is
sequel.
for you to decide which of those endings is what you feel is the ending for you. Because the story of the Ashen One in Dark Souls 3, that's your story. The story of the Cursed Undead in the first two games, those are your stories. The story of the Tarnished is your story. It's not anyone else's story, it's your story. It ends the way you want it to end, and they have several different ways for it to end with a great deal of far-reaching implications so that you can choose how it ends. Because it's your story. End it your way. Build the gaps in the world's storytelling your way.
Dusty and
Don't call it lazy, because it's not lazy. It's done that way on purpose for you, to help you inject yourself into that world, to help you inject yourself into that story, that universe, the lore they build, the lore they give, the pieces that they help you find so that you can put it together with your own input. The puzzle is incomplete on purpose. And you are filling in those gaps your way because that's what you're supposed to do. I'll be right back, folks.
Fuck you, you fucking ring blast, you cunt. Joy fucking joy.
Now, you guys want to be angry or frustrated at certain details or instances that these games put forward? That is absolutely your prerogative. You can feel that way about it. But you also need to learn how to understand it. And understanding is not what you're doing. Getting mad at the fact that it's built the way it is what you're doing. There's no need to get mad at it. There's simply a need to understand the world at large. Their boss design, it's repetitive and frustrating. And it sucks. I haven't been a fan of their boss design ever.
Oh. Fuck me. That shit.
Never look when you can.
Now, you want to discuss the issues you're having, try to discuss them with a level head. Your anger isn't helping you, it's making it worse.
The sooner we get to Greez, the sooner we can. We should check this out.
I got pissed off at that fucking Rancor boss earlier, and it didn't help me. It's why I kept dying. Oh, that's good pizza. There is one treasure down here. But when I focused up, I killed that Rancor and tore him a new one and barely even took enough damage to use up my stims. 3 hits over the course of a boss fight that I had to hit 30 times to kill. Not bad.
Is it on the first?
Yeah, it was on the first world. That was lucky. I do think it's funny that this game is taking cues from Prince of Persia. With its platforming. And not in a way I dislike. I actually...
What is this place?
I appreciate this a lot. Ooh, what? Uh-oh. Scan that, Lizzie. Thank you. Huge masses of rock fell through the roof. Now, I understand the point that Greez is trying to make to Cal back there.
Let's see if we can hit the lights.
He wanted Cal to be able to live without his entire life basically just being a life at war.
Not bad. Think we could walk on that?
The fuck? That's interesting.
Careful, BD.
I came as soon as I could, Master Creed.
I'm sorry it has come to this.
Will it be a complete memory purge?
No. Only what the council...
Know a lot about cards. Then at least Beast, I shall remember you. I am ready.
Ours will match this best. We meet again on the field of battle. It's going down. Look who's back, ladies!
Tell me how to navigate the Koboh
Okay,
Abyss.
I have no information on that in my memory banks. Master Kree, you are aware the Republic has issued a full-scale evacuation order.
I am. That is why I have a very important task for you, Z. Take this.
A tuner? Oh, what a fine model. Oh my!
Use that to open the forest array. Travel underground. Stop for no one. That is an order, Z.
Am I not coming with you?
No. The key to Tanalor is in that array. If you do not hurry, I fear it will be lost forever. May
The key to
Force be with
Tanalor?
you.
I think this droid has been here for hundreds of years.
Good day. Or is it night? Something's very wrong.
Is your name Z?
Yes, it is. How do you... Oh, no. I'm trapped. I've been trapped for... How long has it been?
I'm Cal. This is BD. We're gonna help you.
Pleasure to meet you both. Some help would be most appreciated.
Those are juicy pickles.
By the order! You are a Jedi! Or did I think your reset was completely shot?
Not completely, Z. I'm a Jedi, all right.
But you're not even wearing the proper robes!
I'm more of a poncho guy.
A poncho guy. Oh, I hate that description.
Use the orbs to activate the bridge. Then you can reach the crane controls. I think. After so many idle years, who really knows?
This droid's got more than a screw loose.
What was that?
I said, hold tight, Z. High Republic data disk. I bet Z would have some use for it.
A High Republic data disk?
I'll have you free soon, Z.
Take your time. I've only been pinned here for a while. I don't have your name in my databanks. When did you pass the trials?
Never took them. I was knighted in the field.
And what was the reason for this flagrant breach of protocol?
It's a long story.
open up. Jedi paint. Boing, 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 boing. Oh shit!
Trials or not, you've done it! Come here! I want to thank you face to face! Thank you, Cam.
Don't mention it.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I've been delayed long enough. Not now. Hold it together.
Mind if I take a look?
Well, I must admit, I am in need of repair.
So, Z, what's Tanalorr?
A planet hidden within the Koboh Abyss. It's home to a Jedi temple. A bastion of the Order's light on the galactic frontier. At least that's what my master hoped Tanalorr might become.
That should do it for now. Just gotta figure a way out of this place.
Well, I can help with that. It's this. Was it that? No. Oh! Yes, it is this way. Follow me. Now I see where we are. A meditation chamber.
Sorry, but Dracula's under the castle. Fucking toad.
I remember this. Don't recall what it does, however. Master Kree had a brilliant mind. Do you know her, Cal?
Can't say I do.
No matter, but I think she would have liked you. The exit is this way. I am very fortunate you came along with me.
Resilience perk.
Yeah, you could have been down here forever. Z, that planet you mentioned, what's it like?
Tanalorr? Oh, what a wondrous place.
How do I get there?
Navigate the Koboh Abyss.
That must be the knowledge your master purged from your memory banks.
Well, she must have had her reasons.
She was protecting what was left of the Order. Fucking Jawas.
Since the last time I stood here. And the sky was full of meteors. Well, I have been asleep for a very long time, haven't I, Cal?
Yes. Don't worry. You're not alone. We'll help you get back on your feet.
You might not be wearing a proper attire, but now I am certain you are a Jedi.
Come on.
I'll be there in a moment, Cal. Don't wait on my behalf. Oh, such strange buildings. Oh my, what is that?
I'm not a Bedlam Raider spy. I'm a friend of Cal Kestis.
Cal, what's it? Look, I told you, buddy, you're in the wrong cantina. I don't know anybody named Cal Kestis.
Hey, Greez.
Oh, that Cal Kestis.
Found the gyro. You made it.
Good to see you, Cal.
Greez Dridus, this is Bode and Greez. He was on Coruscant. Wouldn't have made it out alive without his help.
Oh, all right. Hi, nice to meet you. Unfortunately, I don't think I have another bed available. Wait a minute. Another one? Cal, you have a very bad habit of picking up strays.
am ZNA4, humble servant to the Jedi Order.
Oh, I take it you haven't broken the news yet.
She was trapped underground.
I've never seen this design before. This droid almost looks like an antique.
Did you find anything down there worth credits?
Credits? Cal, you have saved me, but I must ask more of you still.
Oh, here it comes.
Master Centauri ordered me to open the forest array, but given my condition, I cannot fulfill that duty. Please. If I fail my mission, the key to Tanalorr may be lost forever.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Tanalorr?
You've heard of it?
Yeah, it's an old prospector's legend about a lost world filled with treasure.
Maybe this droid proves it's more than a myth.
Could be worth checking out.
Yeah, but first, I gotta fix the Mantis before the Raiders snatch it.
I'll escort you out there. Watch your back while you make the repairs.
Huh. Is he as tough as he looks?
Next to Seer, he's the best marksman I've ever met.
Okay. We'll take care of the Mantis.
I'll go see what's in the forest.
Thank you, Cal. As soon as I'm in full operating order, I will join you at the forest array. Onward!
Z.
Whoa there, Heritage. While they're all sallying forth, why don't you ease up on the thrusters? Come along. I can get you tuned up, shined up, and caught up on the state of the galaxy.
I'm gonna lock up the saloon so the Raiders don't trash it. Use the back door, would you?
Explore Pyloon's Saloon. Thanks to Cal's efforts, Rambler's Reach Outpost is steadily improving. New shops and activities are now available. Doma's shop in Koboh Outpost is now accessible. Rare minerals found across Koboh can be spent here. Across the galaxy, Cal can meet new residents who can help improve Rambler's Reach Outpost. Make sure to return here after recruiting them to Koboh. Koboh tuner. Activates High Republic-era technology in order to access new areas.
Coming right up, Heritage. Coming right up. But something tells me you'd appreciate the soap more after we chat. Strap yourself in.
All right. Thank you all very much for watching. I've been Savage Hound Dusk, and we'll see you guys next time on Star Wars Jedi Survivor.